giving you story after story. Everything is true. Some things are kinda scary, so what you gonna do? Cause that's another tale from the Sipp. That's another tale from the Sipp. Sometimes we spit scripture, line upon line, not discussing wickedness, but what is divine. And
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tales from the Sipp, episode 30. Yeah. Now you've seen the title, The Mystical Man. Yeah. Yeah. This is part 2. I was talking about cat I grew up with in West Jackson, and we called him Sugar Man. I ain't gonna call his real name. But certain people, they know who I'm talking about when I say Sugar Man. But I don't think he have a problem with it. King David ain't got no problem with nobody talking about him. Let's get into it. Yes, sir. Now, as you seen the last story that I was talking about, I gave you a little situation about this cat I grew up with, man. Out here in West Jackson. Like I said, I grew up in Flowood, but I also, grew up in West Jackson because I was back and forth. Ken folks, you live over their house over the summer and this and that, blah, 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 blah. Now, this cat I used to hang around, it was kind of strange. When we were younger, man, the man had a straight mind and everything. He just like all of us. We 15, 16 years old. We just regular teenagers. But all of a sudden, we got in our 20s and something changed. You know what I'm saying? Now, things changed about me. Later on in life, I started reading the scripture. I started studying the Bible. I changed my life. I came out the street quick, doing what I was doing and living recklessly. But this fella started believing he was somebody that hey man, the man just started losing his mind, man. He started believing he was King David of the Bible. The king he said he was the king, he was King David, and he has returned to claim his righteous throne. You think I'm playing, don't you? And you know what? It's a few people actually believed it. The man grew up with me. But you know what? Let's get into it. Tales from the Sipp, episode 30, The Mystical Man. It was a lot of people, it was most people like, man, get on about your business, man. Nobody believe in what you talking about. You talking about you King David. You know what I'm saying? The Bible. You know what I'm saying? You the king of Israel. And this man actually walk around with telling people that he believed it for real. He actually believed it for real. But you know what? I'm gonna get into a story, a strange situation that happened to him. Now, as you know, now where I live right now, it's it was a neighborhood right up the street from me that I used to frequent when I was growing up. I always stayed over there. It was called the bottom. They call it the bottom today. So, man, so the thing is, over there in the bottom, you know what I'm saying? That's where everything go down. That where you go to to holler at girls, to make some things happen. That when you go to sell a little this and that, that's when you go and have a little fun. You know what I'm saying? They might be having a house party over there. Anything on the weekend goes down in the bottom, man. You know what I'm saying? Right up the street. It's a neighborhood right up the street from me. Go down there. You know what I'm saying? I used to go over there all the time, all the time when I was 10. I used to live over there at one time. But so let me tell you again about the mystical man, King David, as he proclaimed himself. One day, King David was over there in the bottom. I to this day, I don't know. I guess he was over there to buy some weed or something. You know, whatever he was doing. You know, it ain't even crazy. But he was over there doing something, making some transactions or something. And guess what? Some people were looking for him. They were looking for him at the time. I guess probably people might owe somebody $100. You know how I do. You know how niggas is, man. They get mad. You know what I'm saying? It could have been $40, $50. You know, he ain't paid them yet. You know what I'm saying? Got some on credit. Whatever. But anyway, man down there in the neighborhood, and then somebody had a problem with him. As other people was telling me about the situation that down at the time, I wasn't down there. But they said this is the crazy thing about it. Mystical man, King David, that was sitting right there, Sugar Man. But anyway, him and some dudes got into it with him. They started busting at him, man. Bah, 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 bah. Know what for? Guess they just he owed them some money or some kind of whatever. But from what I heard, it was a few dudes shooting at him. But guess what? They say they started shooting at him. No matter what, they couldn't hit him, man. Said he was running. One female told me and said it was like the bullets just going around him. It could hit him. Like the Most High were protecting that dude, man. You know what? Next tales from the Sipp, I'm gonna tell you, this the same thing happened to me too. But anyway, they said they were right up on him, shooting at him, and damn bullet hit him. Said he looked, they were busting at him. Boom, 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 boom. Nothing hit him. And nothing hit him. Now, you tell me. Now, I'm telling you this story. This is all for entertainment purposes. But what do you think happened? Do you think the Most High protected that dude so when nothing happened to him? Or do you think uh he really King David? The mystical man, also called Sugar Man, West Jackson. Now, thing is, somebody was watching and they told me, man, I think that happened to him more than once. It was like the second time. You know how word get around, people be telling you stuff, certain situations happen. Female I was talking to, she telling me about how, man, dudes was gunning at them, couldn't even hit them. You know what I'm saying? And it don't even make sense how it's like that. They were just going around, couldn't hit them. Sometimes I believe that the Most High protects certain people. Believe it or not, it don't mean that they're actually perfectly righteous. It just he got something for them people. I don't believe he's King David, and I ain't seen him to this day. I ain't seen him in 20 years, but I think he's still alive. But I think the Most High, the ain't nothing gonna happen to you unless the Most High allow. I'm gonna put it that way. If the Most High don't allow something to happen to you, it ain't gonna happen. So they couldn't hurt that man. He always been a good dude though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Moral of the story is, hey, you never know who the Most High dealing with. Not saying, some people kind of, things be going on with them. They done been through things in their life. And they might not be perfect in every way, but you never know who the Most High dealing with. Because this was more than one person told me they was shooting at that man and they was in close proximity and could hit him. But you never know. Like I say, you never know who the Most High dealing with, who he protecting also. Yes, sir. But that's all I had today. Tales from the Sipp, episode 30, Mystical Man. Yes, sir. Be on the lookout for episode 31. I'm going to tell you a story about myself when I had a run-in with some people and they could have did me in, but I know it was the Most High that protected me. But until the next time, I'll see you later. Tales from the Sipp, episode 30. Yes, sir. Peace out.
That's another tale from the Sipp. That's another tale from the Sipp. Sometimes your boy may go way back in the day, talk about experiences and the games that he played. And that's another tale from the Sipp. That's another tale from the Sipp. Hey.